Good morning. I am Day. In my years of active pursuing intentional wellness and recovery, I have found that upon awakening, it is useful to affirm and devote myself to the me of my recovery, the one that ties all of the pieces together gently, lovingly, and sometimes even fiercely to face each day. With these daily affirmations, reflections, and devotions, and meditations, walk with me on the recovery journey of hope, renewal, resilience, and self reflection. And remember that you are not alone. Fair use. April 20th. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. Self examination. We ask God to direct our thinking, especially asking that it be divorced from self-pity, dishonest, or self-seeking motives. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 86. When said sincerely, this prayer teaches me to be truly unselfish and humble, for even in doing good deeds, I often used to seek approval and glory for myself. By examining my motives in all that I do, I can be of service to God and others, helping them do what they want to do. When I put God in charge of my thinking, much needless worry is eliminated, and I believe He guides me throughout the day. When I eliminate thoughts of self-pity, dishonesty, and self-centeredness, as soon as they enter my mind, I find peace with God, my neighbor, and myself. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, April 20th. In Al-Anon, I'm learning that it is safe to be myself. Today I share with Al-Anon friends embarrassing secrets I once would have buried from sight. Sometimes I have to fight the old urge to keep quiet at all costs, but I have found that sharing is the key to healing. For example, I was embarrassed about my physical appearance, especially about my smile. Years of humiliating criticism from alcoholic relatives had left me feeling very insecure. It seemed best to reveal as little about myself as possible, and I avoided smiling altogether. Unfortunately, I continued to believe the criticisms, so I thought very badly of myself. By sharing honestly with people I can trust, I challenge the old negative ideas. My Al Anon friends assure me that the criticisms were exaggerated. Nobody seems to find me unworthy because of my smile. In Al Anon, I can come out of hiding. I'm even free to break into a grin. Today's reminder: even when I feel ashamed, someone in the fellowship can help me see my situation in a different light. With their help, if I'm willing to permit it, the truth will set me free. There's a quote by August Wilson: "You get to the point where your demons, which are terrifying, get smaller and smaller, and you get bigger and bigger." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, April 20th. Detachment. Addiction is a family disease, but we could only change ourselves. Many of us come from severely damaged families. At times, the insanity that reigns among our relatives feels overwhelming. Sometimes we feel like packing our bags and moving far, far away. We pray that our family members will join us in recovery, but to our great sadness, this does not always happen. Sometimes, despite our best efforts to carry the message, we find that we cannot help those we hold most dear. Our group experience has taught us that frequently we are too close to our relatives to help them. We learn it is better to leave them in a higher power's care. We have found that when we stop trying to settle the problems of family members, we give them the room they need to work things out in their own lives. By reminding them that we are not able to solve their problems for them, we give ourselves the freedom to live our own lives. We have faith that God will help our relatives. Often, the best thing we can give our loved ones is the example of our own ongoing recovery. For the sake of our family's sanity and our own, we must let our relatives find their own ways to recover. Just for today, I will seek to work my own program and leave my family in the care of a higher power. Today, Emotions Anonymous, April 20th. Reflection for today. My day, my time here on earth is part of God's plan for me. When things are following the natural flow, all seems to go well. How many times through what I once termed coincidence were the plans for the day changed for the better? I can stay out of trouble and accept whatever comes when I remember who is in charge of my life. My senior partner quite often has different and better ideas of how my day will unfold. Meditation for today. May I trust that your plans for my day will be just what I need. Today I will remember, I will rely on my God to get me through whatever this day brings. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. April 20th. Critical parent. The critical inner voice is that part of us that judges others and ourselves harshly. BRB, Big Red Book, page 337. As children in dysfunctional homes, many of us took on difficult family responsibilities that should not have been our burdens to carry. We were then criticized for not doing things right. This led us to become hard on ourselves whenever we thought we made a mistake, developing our own critical voice that started playing in our own heads. And that led us to apologize for things that were out of our control. As we recover in ACA, we work to replace this critical inner voice that became so ingrained in us with a new loving voice that nurtures and supports us. When we take our personal inventory on a daily basis, we learn to sort out what is really ours versus what has nothing to do with us. We learn to set healthy boundaries, asking our higher power for the strength to continue this healing journey. It takes patience and time to cultivate this loving voice, which is our inner loving parent. We find strength and hope when we listen to other ACAs as we follow a new path where we replace the negative with the positive in all aspects of daily recovery. We become more independent and able to trust our own decisions. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I take responsibility for myself. I give myself positive messages and feel comfort knowing that my higher power is with me at all times." Please like, share, subscribe, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time.